Summer is a time for those lazy days by the pool, but it's also a time to go out and explore. Have an adventure with the kiddos, and there's always something new to try here in Tampa Bay. Here to help us sort through all of the fun is Byrne with Tampa Bay Parenting. Welcome back, Laura.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Thank you.
You always know all the fun stuff happening around town. So let's start with something that can kind of cool you off a little bit too, because the days are getting hot.
Absolutely.
Already.
You know, the great outdoors here in Tampa Bay. Every now and then we do get to enjoy them, right?
Yes,
even though it's really hot, really humid, and sometimes rainy outside, but it's okay. But on those nicer days, kayaking, and there are so many different types of kayaking experiences that you can have here. Maybe you want to do it on the Gulf, and you know, we've done kayaking out at Shell Key before, which was beautiful.
Really?
And then this past week, we actually went kayaking in Weeki Wachee, in the Weeki Wachee River.
Which is my favorite.
Beautiful, but here's what I didn't know, and this is very important, so we help protect the river. When you're kayaking or paddleboarding, try to stay in your vessel. Now, here's the reason why. When we're getting out and when we're swimming, it's kind of, when you're trampling on the vegetation out there, sometimes it doesn't grow back. Now, what was interesting was, you know, when you're on these rivers in the springs, they're not supposed, the spring runs are not supposed to have sandbars.
Okay.
And that's because of the damage that we're causing. So try to stay in the kayak. It was interesting. If you dip your, because you know it's always 72 degrees in the spring.
All the time,
Dip your wrist in the water and you'll cool off instantly. It's really kind of cool. But this was our kayaking adventure at Shell Key, by the way, with Get Up and Go kayaking in the clear kayak. And that was so much fun. They have a paddle pails program that's designed for kids who are, like you could say, about 9 to 12 years old. But they learn about the environment there and why it's so important, again, to protect our waterways, because we want to make sure it's there for our grandkids and great-grandkids.
Any tips when you're going out kayaking, because you know you are going to be out for at least an hour, maybe longer? Do you bring snacks with you? What do you
definitely bring water, and bring it in a refillable container. So try not to bring the plastic wrappers or containers. And if you bring snacks, put it in a Tupperware, because we want to make sure there's no temptation, or just in case something falls out and causes litter.
Okay, what do we have up next? I know if we have a library card, we can use that to get into a place other than the library.
It's the Real Florida Reader Day Pass, which is really cool. So you can go to your local library branch with your library card and check out admission to a state park. And one of those that's included is Honeymoon Island State Park. And what's cool about Honeymoon Island State Park is that you can catch the ferry here and head over to Caladesi Island, which, by the way, Dr. Beach just ranked Caladesi Island as the second best beach in America for 2022. And it's no surprise. It's really, you know, you get that natural Florida beach feeling, but you don't have all that touristy stuff around you, but you still have all the amenities like bathrooms, showers, a cafe. But I highly recommend doing this at least once this summer, and once you're there, you'll be like, I can see why Dr. Beach said this is the second best beach in the country.
Right, and the ride over there is so much fun.
It's beautiful. I mean, you can walk there from Clearwater Beach now, but why walk when you can just hop on a ferry and head over there?
Exactly. Up next, let's talk about some things that are inside, right? Because we have so many amazing museums here in our area that we can go and see and check out new things.
Absolutely. You know, Mosey, which is our cover, by the way, they have a dinosaur exhibit, which is, I love that we are constantly having these rotations of dinosaur exhibits in Tampa Bay, because kids love dinosaurs, and so do kids at heart, like adults. But so this is, again, indoors, so this is a rainy day, hot day type of thing that you can do. But as you can see, the dinosaurs are moving, and you can hear them and learn about them. And for little kids, when they see this, it's like larger than life, right? When they see these dinosaurs that are life-size. And, you know, while you're there, of course, stay and play and all the other exhibits that they have at Mosey, and they'll have some special programming as well. And the thing is, they also have some outdoor fun too. They have a playground space and the ropes course. If you have a daredevil in the family, they can try to do that too. So a little bit something for everybody at Mosey.
Like that. What about Glazer?
Yeah, so they have the Storyland exhibit, which is so sweet. It just opened over the weekend, and it basically brings all of your kids' favorite storybooks to life, like 7 different books, and it's just it's an awesome exhibit for them.
Perfect. There are also free things to do in the area. The streetcars are always fun.
Yes, Tico Streetcar is one of my little one is obsessed at 6 years old, and you can hop on. Again, it's free, and you can maybe go through Ybor City or downtown. We like to go when we go to the aquarium and then hop on we call it the trolley, with the Tico Streetcar. So we get on, and then we get off over at Sparkman Wharf or even over at the Tampa Bay History Center. But it's just a really fun ride, and it's just, I mean, look at that.
I know.
And it's really good for pictures too if you're really looking for that Insta-worthy photo, by the way.
As a New Orleanian, I really love that.
Yes. And, and it's free, so you can't beat that.
Definitely makes you feel at home. Okay, what is a Tampa Firefighters Museum?
Yeah, this is another free thing that you can do, and it's in downtown Tampa, and it's in one of the old firehouses, and you can go for a tour there. You can see some of the old fire equipment, fire gear that they used way back in the day to fight fires, and learn about how to be fire safe as well. So it's a really good, I think, experience for kids, and a reminder for families to have that safety plan just in case in the event of a fire.
Okay, so we saw the streetcar earlier. What about the mini train ride?
Yes, Largo Central Park. This is so sweet. If you haven't done this yet, you have to put this on your bucket list.
Cute.
I know. A lot of adults go without kids, by the way. You don't have to have a child to enjoy this, just so you know. And it's, like I said, Largo Central Park. It's the first weekend of every month, and it's free. Donations are appreciated just to help them keep the program going.
Right.
But it's the coolest thing, and you get to go all the way through the park. And of course, during the holidays, they have theme type rides too, which is always fun.
Good to know. What about some unique overnight trips?
Yeah, so one thing we did recently was Westgate River Ranch.
How's that?
It's one of the biggest dude ranches on this side of the Mississippi River, on the East Coast. And it's about a 2-hour drive away, but you can stay in a glamping teepee, which has AC. Like, my requirement, especially in summer, you gotta have air conditioning and access to restrooms too, right?
I'm with you.
So the teepees, and they also have these covered wagons, and those also have the restrooms inside too as well. But they have a lot of activities where you can go on an airboat on the Kissimmee River, go horseback riding, get that dude ranch experience, and it's just so peaceful and calm out there. And of course, if you don't mind, this is also one of their glamping tents, but they also have tents just old school without the AC as well, if you're into that kind of thing.
Awesome, if you're super outdoorsy,
Yeah,
right?
you're super outdoorsy. Not me.
Right, me either.
But there are,
it's there for you.
Yes, it is there if you want it. Yeah.
Laura, thank you so much. We
good to be here.
appreciate it. We always love having you on. You can find more family fun ideas by heading to the website on your screen, tampabayparenting.com, and look for their June issue around town.